Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Beginner Electrical Engineer's review of these mini storage boxes. Now, you can get these from Home Bargains in the UK, and they are 4 little trays with 8 compartments within them. Now these are 99p, which is a bargain, and you essentially get 8, 16, 32 little compartments in total, which is very handy if you've got a lot of resistors, capacitors, all with different values. So let's open up these boxes and have a more detailed look. Let's get that out of the way. So, these boxes, all individuals, and they open up to reveal contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miniature containers, of which you can store whatever you like. Now, let me cut to an example that I did earlier. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with a little bookshelf-like thing full of these compartments. There is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 compartments in total in this little box that I made myself, and some of these have components within them. Let's get one out and show you. So, in here we've got a tray of connectors, and the box itself is labelled. I did that with a Sharpie, and each little compartment on top of it has written what its contents are, such as PP3 clips for 9-volt batteries right here, and they can just stay in there. Now, this is a very elegant way of storing all of your little bits of different values and different types all within the same category. Just put the category at the top, and with each of the compartments, write the different value. Let me show you another one, for example. Now this is for fuses. Now I have a few fuses somewhere, but I don't know what amperage they are, so they're not in the containers yet. But what I do have is fuse wire, which I do know the maximum amperage of. So I've just labelled what they are, and as you can see, they are inside. Now, the problem with this kind of box, which I made myself just using some hot glue and some double corrugated cardboard, is that they can be a bit of a nightmare to get out. Now, I shall show you an improvement of that. Okay, so what we're going to be making today as an improvement to these trays is a little tab which will have the label on, which you can also pull in and out. So the first thing you need is one of these boxes and a piece of card as well. Now start by grabbing your pen or pencil. In this case I'm using my new Sharpie, and simply trace around the box. Looks like I've drawn a black line on my background. Oh well, can't be helped. So, now we've got this template, we are going to add a little tab onto this side, which is the bit that we can write our label on and pull with. So, take your ruler and start with a horizontal line about 10 millimeters, perhaps a few more. Let's go 10 millimeters. Line them up with the ruler and draw a guideline across. Now, let's take the edges here as our guides. Just make a teeny little mark right where it becomes parallel with the back edge, and from there make a diagonal line around about 45 degrees from that point until it reaches the template that we drew. Of course, it doesn't have to be precise at all. That really wasn't precise. Onto that. There we go. If you wanted to, you could be a bit more precise, but it really doesn't matter, since it's only for our viewing. Now then, take a pair of scissors. That's a mess, isn't it? Pair of scissors and cut out the template. Now that we've cut it out quite inaccurate, let's go around and neaten up the edges. There we go. So, as you can see, it matches up with the box that we drew, and it's got this little tab here to which we can draw or label the contents of the box so that we can see it while it's in the little container I made earlier. So before we stick that on the bottom, we are going to grab the hot glue and put it in and plug it in so it can warm up, and we are going to get some more card. Okay, so now that we've got our card and our hot glue is warming up nicely, I am going to take a stapler with some staples in it and temporarily affix each corner of these sheets of card. There we go. As you can see, there is a staple in each corner. Now you could use paper clips if you wanted, but that really doesn't matter. It's up to you. Now take your Sharpie again, or your other pen, and draw on the templates, trying to make as much space as, or make as many guidelines fit in as you can. Okay, so unfortunately I can only fit 2 on this piece of paper, or these stack of cards, but that should be more than enough. Now, take your scissors again and cut them out. Now, since this template is not held by a staple within it, I'm going to put one in so that it makes it easier to neat up later. Okay, so we have our 2 sets of handles, little tabs, and we're just going to neat them up one small pile at a time. Okay, there is one done. Now on to the next one. Okay, there we go. 2 piles of, get out of here, mess. 2 piles of handles and tabs. Now let's just check that they fit. Yes, they do. Now undo the staples. There we go. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these tabs. Now grab each of your container. Okay, we have 6 containers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 of these, which is good. And all you need to do is take a bit of hot glue and dab it around the edge and stick the tabs onto them. And then when you're done, you can write on what they are on the little edge bit. Or if you wanted, you could do it first and then stick it. It really doesn't matter, whatever is easiest. But I shall show you both here anyway. There is the first one glued on. If you wanted, you could give that a trim so it's a nice flush edge. In fact, I'll do that now. Actually, it's easier to use a knife for this job. Where are you, knife? Where did you disappear to? Knife. Ow. I seem to have lost my knife. Where is my knife? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but it seems like I have lost my scalpel. In the meantime, I shall use a Stanley knife. You know what? I'll just go back to scissors, I think. Never mind, let's just crack on with the video anyway. So, pretend that I've neatened that, which I really haven't because I've lost my knife. I'm getting a bit annoyed now. So, take your Sharpie. Seriously, where is my stuff going? Okay, found it. Still don't know where my scalpel is though. But let's write switches and buttons on this little tab here. And I shall do the same on the other side. There we go. Now let's try that out in the little box that I made earlier. Okay, so in comparison to the other boxes, this one is much easier to get in and out, and we can clearly see what the item is, or what the category is. So that was the first way of doing it, on writing it on after and gluing it on first. Now let's do the opposite and glue it on after we've wrote what the label is. Take your box and your tab. There we go. We are done. Now let's glue it. Oh no, my hot glue gun dribbled everywhere. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our second type of tab is completed. Now let's go ahead and put this in the box. And put the first one in as well. As you can see, they are easier to get in and out than some of the others, which you have to push the first lot out the way with. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the finished product. Okay, good. And now I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Another one will be coming soon. I have plans to make that wire cutter that I was promising about over on my Twitter. Here is my Twitter username. And I shall see you very soon. Goodbye.